my name is Cici. Welcome to my channel. I'm a reseller on Poshmark. This video is about what I sold in February. I'm just going to forewarn you, I'm getting ready to edit the video. I'm just doing this little preface here because prior to editing the video, it's 1 hour and 45 minutes for 29 days worth of sales. I go a little bit into detail. I guess I went a lot into detail. I was looking at YouTube for other what sold videos, and I don't see a single one that's 1 hour and 45 minutes. If you're the type of person, which I a lot of times am, where I'm sitting around working in my studio taking pictures and I want some background noise, this might be the video for you because I'm just gonna warble on. Hi, my name is Cici and I am a reseller on Poshmark and I do content around reselling. Today is Thursday, February 29th. It's 11:55 p.m. and I don't think I'm going to have any more sales in the next 5 minutes. So I'm going to do a what sold for February of 2024 video. I can tell you my net was not great for February at all. I tried to net above 2,000 each month. This month my net was $1,743.13 and my gross sales were I think 2,365 approximately. If I'm wrong, I'll pop it up on the screen. But yeah, not my greatest month. I had a week where I did not post a lot. I started really intensively reposting items this last week as well as posting some new items. Better last month. My net was I think 2,200. So let's go ahead and take a look at what sold. My first item, what sold on February 1st was a beautiful blue skirt, or excuse me, a beautiful champagne sort of blush peach tone tulle maxi skirt. Beautiful. I got it back at the bins in Minnesota when I was visiting over Christmas. I paid less than $2 for it. I earned $29.02 net. So my net on that after cost of goods was approximately $27, which is great, especially because that was a very lightweight item. So although I averaged my cost of goods per piece, you know, that was lighter. So all in all, I paid less for that particular piece. The second item that sold was the Free People Falling for You top. I don't always pick up Free People. If I find it at the bins and it's in good condition, I will. It is oversaturated. I think anyone who's in the business knows that. I sold it for $17 with a shipping discount. My net was $10.62. After cost of goods, made about $7 or $8 on that shirt. I'm sorry, this is new to me. I'm not accustomed to having to reference a screen and try to keep it going on this screen at the same time, so just bear with me. My third sale was a BOC. I feel like they're associated with the brand Born. Is that Born, B-O-C? I can't remember what that stands for. I'll put it up on the screen if I can remember, but it's a nice wristlet. It was new with tags. I also had a crossbody strap. I paid $3 at a regular Goodwill for this. I sold it for $17 with a shipping discount. My net again was $10.62 less my $3 cost of goods. I think it was $3.21 with tax. I just made $7, maybe even $6.97 or so on that. But I posted it in November. It sold relatively quickly, all things considered, so not the worst sale. I mean, I didn't lose money on it. The next item was a Talbots. I spelled it tablets, like a tablet. That's hilarious. I'm just seeing that for the first time. I've actually reposted this item. I think I edited it and took new pictures, so how I overlooked that many times is beyond me. That's hilarious. But it was a beautiful merino wool, open front cable knit sweater in a great size. It was size 1X. I did have it posted for a little while. It had quite a few likes. And this one, I can't remember. I'll have to pop on the screen. Was this I believe I did get this at the bins. I probably paid about $2 for it. I sold it for $27 with a shipping discount. And my net before cost of goods was $18, so I probably made about $16 on that sweater. I will say when I got it home, the pockets, I think they're called welt pockets when they have that little flap, but not a flap, but they have like they have a trim basically above the pocket. They had come unattached at the side. I had to spend a decent amount of time repairing that. I didn't notice it until it was on the mannequin, so it was kind of a bummer, so I did have a little bit of time in on that. And that was on February 2nd. This jacket, I actually liked this. I thought of keeping it for myself. It's Susan Graver, which I think is a QVC brand. I got this at the bins. I sold it for $20 with a shipping discount. So my net before cost of goods was $13. I think I probably paid, we'll say $2 for it. So my take home on that was $11-ish. My typical cost of goods is $160 to $180 an item, if that helps. So I'm just saying $2 for cost of goods to make the math easy for me, because I'm just kind of doing this off the cuff. This Vera Bradley mini bag, I actually carried this on vacation with me because it just was so convenient. I'll find something at the thrift and I'll use it for a little, I'll get it intending to resell it. I'll get it home and like it. I'll use it for myself just for a small period of time, and then I tire of it and post it. And that's what happened with this, long story short. So I got this at the bins at some point. I did machine wash it before I used it because it was a little dirty on the outside. So this was another one. I guess I sell a lot of things for $17 with the $4.99 shipping. My net was $10.62, so minus $2, I made about $8.50 on that bag. You know, it all adds up, so I'm not complaining. I mean, these aren't great, huge sales. My next sale was a $130 bundle. Woman, she was from Texas. She bought the Gucci floral print silk slide-on kitten heels. And then she got a Billy Joel t-shirt and a Reebok boy size 3T. And all those were bins purchases. So this was actually probably my most, one of the most profitable. Why does that sound funny when I say it? One of my most profitable sales. So I offered her $130 with a $5.98 shipping. So my net after all that was $101.98, and I probably paid $3, maybe $4. We'll just even be generous and say $5. I probably paid $5 for the 3 of those items. That t-shirt was really light. The shoes were really light. That little Denim Boys jacket was probably the heaviest piece. So yeah, 101 minus 5 would be 96. So that was a great sale, and that was also on February 2nd. Then, okay, so I always pick up these Southwestern pieces, and I think I mentioned this in the video thrift haul that I did, that Southwest Aztec style print pieces always sell really quickly, and this was no exception. It's American Eagle Outfitters. I think I listed it as men's because it was, but I had unisex as one of the tags. I posted it on 1/27. It sold, I posted on January 27th. It sold on February 2nd. Another $17 sale. I did, that was just $17. So I think he must have offered me $17 and I accepted. So my net on that was $13.60. I got it at the bin. So my true net was right around $11. This belt I had gotten some time ago. Excuse me. This belt I had gotten some time ago. It's Lakeshore Drive. It's a vintage belt. I get these frogs in my throat when I talk a lot. And my net on this was $7.07. I sold it for $13. Belts I just don't get a lot for, so I usually post them at $15, no more than $20, unless the brand is something that I can demand a higher price for. But this was just a vintage belt. It was nice because it was a little oversized at the buckle, and it was braided metallic leather. So, excuse me, goodness. I got that at the bins, so my net was $7.07. Let's just say I paid $1 at the bins, so that was a true net of $6 in my pocket. The next was a bundle of cashmere sweaters. So I got these at the regular Goodwill. I didn't look them over that well. They were Cynthia Rowley, which is kind of it's just a played out brand now. I mean, she makes nice pieces in my opinion, but I think that was one of those when once it got to the second tier Marshalls and TJ Maxx stores, the line just kind of dwindled in value. It doesn't fetch a lot, but because both of these were ruffle front, open cashmere cardigans with a ruffle trim, they were nice. There were 3 of them actually at this Goodwill I was at, and I purchased each of them. And they were each priced at $5.99. So I paid, with tax, I paid $6.21 per sweater. The oatmeal one sold separately. But this bundle sold the black and gray pieces. And because, okay, so yeah, let me talk about the condition. When I got them home, I looked them over. They both had quite a bit of wear to the elbow. They had some pilly, and I got at them real good with my sweater shaver. But there was wear to the elbows, and I think in a couple other points, like maybe where the purse touches the body, that just couldn't be repaired. But I disclosed that, and I had them priced at $25. Her offer for $30 with $5.98 shipping. She accepted, so my earnings from Poshmark were $21.98. So yeah, I paid probably close to 13. So 21 minus 10 would be 11. So yeah, my net on both of those sweaters was probably about 7. So I probably made about $3.50, maybe a little bit more per piece on those sweaters. But they were flawed. Had I taken my time at Goodwill and looked at them a little better, I wouldn't have picked them up. But I just saw cashmere. I was like, oh, cashmere. And it was in the fall. So I didn't do my due diligence, so I had to take, I mean, I didn't take a loss. I made $6, but, you know, you don't pick up cashmere sweaters to make $3 a piece on them. But I didn't lose money, so I'll take it. And that was on February 3rd, so now we're moving right along. Then the next item was a pair of men's Adidas Ultra Boost 2 Light running shoes. I got these when I was back home over Christmas at the Brooklyn Park Goodwill outlet. I probably paid, I think my cost of goods on this trip was $1.80 a piece. I sold them for $6, so he offered me $60. I think I had them listed at $75. I got an offer from this, I assume he was a fellow, for $60. Poshmark took their 20% cut of $12, which left me with a net earning of net earnings of $48. So after my approximately $2 cost of goods, that meant a $46 take home on that, which was pretty good. Then the next item I sold, so I had these personally, my goodness, I got these a long time ago at the Savannah Goodwill outlet. They're LuLaRoe, so let's start there. They're LuLaRoe. We all know about LuLaRoe, right? They're LuLaRoe, but they were the tall and curvy leggings. So they have their leggings in 2 sizes. They either have just regular size, which is supposed to fit extra small through, I think, large, and then tall and curvy is extra large and plus. So these were tall and curvy. I listed them as size extra large, and I had them sitting at 10 forever. And then I think I reposted them. They've been posted for a good, I wore them last Christmas. And then after that, I was done with them. So that was Christmas of 2022. I wore them a little bit. So they've been posted some time. And I got them at the bins to resell, and they were soft and cute and Christmassy. So I just kept them, and then I posted them, like I said. So finally, they sold. She offered me $9. No, I offered her $9 and $4.99 shipping. So my net was $3.07 from Poshmark. I probably paid $1 for them. So my true take home on those were $2, but I was glad to see them go. I think I have one more LuLaRoe piece in my closet, and I don't care what kind of unicorn it is, or I'm never picking up LuLaRoe again. I know, never say never, knock on wood. I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm not interested in selling LuLaRoe. Once I sell the final piece I have, which I think is a snakeskin legging, which is really cute. I don't know why anyone doesn't buy it. They're like blue and yellow. They're super cute. But anyway, so one down, one more to go. The next sale was a bundle. This was on February 4th. We have a long way to go here. This was such a nice buyer. She came back later in the month and bought another bundle from me. So thankful. Just one of those buyers that communicates with you, asks questions, just super nice, left a nice rating. Yeah, I sold her a pair of cream cable knit crochet trim leg warmers, which were actually mine. I bought them years ago on Poshmark to wear under my boots, and I never ended up using them in that way, so I finally decided to sell them. And then a ring that I had that was super cute, but it rubbed against, it had stones all the way around the band, and it irritated. I have fat fingers, so they're going to touch, and I just didn't, but it was a multicolored stone ring, personal. I think I got it on Amazon or something. So I had those pieces priced at $10 and $15 respectively. She sent me an offer for $22, which left me net earnings of $17.60. Those were both personal items. So, I mean, if I was having a garage sale or someone knocked on my front door and said, hey, I'll give you $17.60 for these 2 pieces, I would have said, yeah. I mean, I probably would have won at $20, but $17.60 was close enough, so I was happy with that. This next dress was very nice. I got it, I think, in October or November, maybe even December, down at the Salvation Army. store. There used to be 2 in town, and now there's just 1. When there was 2, the other one was nice. I preferred it, but they closed that one. So now there's 1 shop. It's a Kettlewell, which was a new brand to me, but this was a very nice quality t-shirt dress. Beautiful shade of pink, a raspberry pink. The woman gave me a good review. I paid $4 for this dress at the Salvation Army because I'd never heard of the brand before, but when I was there looking at the racks, I touched it. I could tell that it was a quality piece. It was just made so well, and it had no signs of wear. So I looked very quickly at comps, and the comps were good. So I picked it up. She offered me $29. I accepted. So $23.20 was what I netted after Poshmark took their take, and then I paid $4. So my true net on that was $19. And we're on to February 5th. So this dress, oh my gosh, I've had this dress forever. I'm never going to buy, oh, there I go saying never. I don't like to say never because it's extreme, it's final. I don't intend to buy formal strapless gowns. They're a hard sell. I got a whole bunch of gowns for a lot of gowns up in Charleston, South Carolina for a nice price. And this was one of them. And the majority of them have sold, but what I have left are the strapless ones, and they're taking forever to sell. I originally posted this on May 20th, 2022. So we're now in February of 2024. So it's been up for almost 2 years, and I've still got 1 or 2 left that haven't sold. It's a size 10, Jenny U, and the style name is Ren, and it was a tulle strapless dress in the same shade of that skirt, my first sale of the month. Beautiful, champagne. And the size was 10, so it wasn't a bad size. I think it's just the strapless thing. So I had paid, there were 2 lots I got on these formal gowns up in Charleston. One I paid $10 per gown, and the other lot I paid $5 per gown. I don't remember which lot this dress was a part of, but I paid either $5 or $10. She offered me $25. I happily accepted. I've had this dress priced as high as $75. I've taken it down to $50. I think at this point I had it listed at $40, and I just can't keep it anymore. I mean, after a few years, these things start disintegrating on themselves. I mean, you've got them in, plastic totes or in your closet. I mean, I'm not touching them all the time. I've got to sell, clothes just don't last forever. I mean, they do, but it's like, I don't want things for 2 years, and this was almost a 2-year item. So I happily accepted. My net earnings were $20, so I either earned $15 or $5 on that. The next item ended up being returned. This was one of the very few items I cross-listed to eBay. It didn't sell there. I've since deleted it. Sold on Poshmark. Beautiful silk gray blouse. Got it out of the Savannah bins back in 2022. I posted this in January 9th of 2022. So we're over 2 years at this point. Beautiful gray silk blouse, size medium. I don't know why it never sold. I had it posted at $25. Perhaps that was too... I think it was because the brand was just not a known brand. The brand name is Laurel, and it's made in the Czech Republic. But it was beautiful. It had multiple buttons at the wrist. So she gets it, and I made the mistake. And I kind of said to myself when I packed it, is this what you should put it in? But I put it in one of these. I'm in my packing room. That's why I have this readily available. I should have put it in a box. You know how that voice in your head tells you what to do? I was packing it, and I was in a hurry. I was going to the post office that day. And I packed it in that. I wrapped my butcher paper around it, like I usually, my butcher style wrapping paper around it. And I put it in one of those, oh gosh, what's the material called? It is really late. It's after midnight. This envelope, it's like that. So there's no barrier between something happening. So when she got it, she opened the case and said that the wrist buttons had broken, and she sent a picture. I didn't even respond. Sometimes when I get returned or cases on Poshmark, I've just not responded at all, and they've approved it in my favor, and sometimes I don't respond and they approve it in the favor of the buyer, which in this case they did. And I felt bad that I packed it in that because I knew better. Although I don't know, I knew better. So it came back to me. Oddly enough, of the 5 buttons on each wrist, it was the very center button on each that was broken. So I found that odd, but it is what it is. I wrote it off. That's done. That was my only return for the month. Then this was a Vera Bradley Stay Cool lunch cooler that exactly fits a 6-pack. I got this at the regular Goodwill. I think I paid $6.99 for it. I knew that was kind of cutting it close to not making much of a profit. I kept getting likes. I think I sent a woman an offer of 18, or I don't know the gender. I guess I should say I sent a buyer an offer of 18 with $5.98 shipping. She accepted. They accepted. So my take home from Poshmark was $12.38. After my $6.99 plus taxes, it was $7 something. I probably made $5 on that cooler. So it was a nice cooler, but I should have known better. These were A.G. Adriana Goldschmied, a gray, fair, skinny ankle high-rise jean in size 26, which is a smaller size, but I got these back at the bins in Minnesota. So I paid less than $2. They sold, she offered, oh no, I sent an offer for, I had them posted at 25. They got a good handful of likes. They didn't sell. I reposted them. And then I got a like right away, and I sent an offer for 20 and $4.99 shipping. She accepted, so I took $13.02 net, which would have been $11 true net after my cost of goods. This Old Navy denim blue jean jacket I got at the bins here in Savannah. I posted it on 2/7. It sold on 2/7. My take home was $10.78 less $1 or $2, so I netted about $8 on that true net, but it sold the same day. I think denim jackets, the right denim jackets sell really well. And the afternoon I took the pictures of this, it was super sunny. I knew it would sell quick. I didn't know it would sell that quickly. This I got in November at the Savannah Goodwill outlet. I don't know. It says I posted on January 12th. Sometimes these things that are seasonal, I wait to post. But this was basically a girl's dress by the brand Lilt, which I'm not really familiar with children's clothing brands. But it looked like a nice dress, and it had the tulle and the bunny rabbits. So I got it at the bins. It sold for $13 less a shipping discount. So Poshmark paid me $7, and I, after paying for the dress, probably made $6 on that. Very volatile. Am I pronouncing that right? The Aldworth tan suede ankle boot. These have been posted for a really long time. Sometimes I get spurts in my closet where things that have been posted for years. It's sad to say that, years, right? I get a spurt of sales on old items, and that happened a little bit this month. So these sold for $16. I posted them, I guess, okay, 11/17/23. No, that can't be right. Where did I get these? Maybe I'm thinking of another boot. Maybe these aren't as old as I thought. I thought these were another boot. I guess I must have gotten these at the bins. I thought these were from a ThredUp rescue box. Well, I'll put the correction on the screen if I have this wrong. But she offered me 20. My net was 16. I thought I got them from a rescue box, which would have been about $5, which would have netted me 11. If I got them at the bins, 16 minus 2 would be 14. I don't know. I was glad to see them go. I have way too many tan boots for sale in my closet, especially the ankle height tan ones. I can't even pick up any more of those. They're not moving as fast as I would like them to. The next sale was a Hobo convertible shoulder bag or clutch. She gave me a 3-star review. It had a decent amount of wear. I thought I had disclosed that in the posting. She didn't think I disclosed it as much. She said the item is worn out but still cute. I wish the listing would have specifically mentioned the amount of wear. Prompt delivery though. So she was very generous and nice about it. I got this at the bins. I posted it on January 29th. So it sold on February 7th? 9th, February 9th. So it sold after, a couple weeks. She actually gave me 4 stars. She was super nice, but I was at the bins that day. I didn't find it. A friend of mine at the bins came and handed it to me. I was like, yeah, I'll take Hobo. I shined it up the best I could. I thought I disclosed the wear, but, I don't know. I guess the pictures didn't fully capture it. The next item was also something someone at the bins handed to me. I did this in a video in December. They're a Jeffrey Campbell brown suede ankle boot that I actually had to fully immerse. I had to do quite a bit of work to clean up the suede because it was like there was a coffee stain or a water leakage. There was like a line, how there's like a water line where it's apparent where there was liquid and where there wasn't. This boot had that kind of damage. I was able to clean it up pretty well, but the block heel was peeling off. You know how sometimes when they have that chunky heel, it's just overlay. It looks like a stacked wood, but it's just glue, basically glue on stacked wood. That was the case here. And I glued it with shoe glue, and I disclosed all the flaws in the posting. So I got these at the bins. They cost me $2, maybe $3, because I think this was a heavier batch. She offered, no, I did an $18 and $4.99 shipping offer. Excuse me, just because I was ready to get them gone, and I knew that they had just a decent amount of damage. So the buyer accepted $11.42 less the $3 I paid for them. So I made about $8 on those. These also had a little bit of wear. I thought they would sell for Valentine's Day. They did sell on February 10th, which I believe was a Saturday. And she bought them after the post office closed at noon that day. So I shipped them to her. I was worried in my head, and she lived in Illinois. The buyer was from Illinois, and I'm in Georgia. So I didn't know if her intention was to get them for Valentine's Day, because they're a very Valentine's Day looking thing. So I shipped them as soon as I could. I don't know if she got them. She never rated them. It was just one of those auto accept. But they were super cute. They were smaller size. They were 6. I had gotten them at the bins. I posted them on the 28th, and they sold on the 10th. So that was not bad. The 28th of January. The next item, so this has been posted for some time. Beautiful dress, Jessica Howard. I posted on January 24th, 2023. So posted, took over just over a year to sell. I think I had it priced at $35. This item I think I got at the regular Goodwill. This was not a bins item. So I probably paid about $7 for it. So I sold it for $25 less a shipping discount of $4.99 shipping, which takes $2.98 out of my. So when I offer a buyer $4.99 shipping on Poshmark, that takes $2.98 off of my net, because the way they work that, Poshmark charges $7.97 for shipping. And if you know this, I'm sorry, but I think some people maybe don't know this, so I'm just going to say it really quick. $7.97 for shipping if you go buy something on Poshmark for full price. If the seller offers you a discount, there's 2 tiers of discounts. $5.98, which takes $2.02 off of the seller's profit, because the seller eats the shipping discount by offering it. It's not covered by Poshmark. It's not coming out of the buyer. The buyer's not getting charged for it. When I offer, or any other Poshmark seller offers a shipping discount, that shipping discount is coming off of the bottom line of the sale. And most sellers, I know some sellers put items into bundles, because when you put an item in a bundle for a buyer, you do not have to offer a shipping discount. You can just offer a flat price. I typically, unless, you know, by and large, I offer a shipping discount. So when I offer a $4.99 shipping to the buyer, that $2.98 less than the $7.97 that Posh charges comes off of my bottom line, which is fine. It's part of the game, but I just wanted to clarify that for some reason. Anywho, back to Jessica Howard. So I sold this dress. It's a maxi dress, very formal, beautiful. It was a smaller size. It was 6. So sold for $25, $4.99 shipping. Took the $2.98 off of my profit, so my net was $17.02. Probably like paid $7, so I made like $10 on that dress after a year. Not great. It was pretty, though. It was just the bad size. This piece I thought would sell a lot sooner. I sold this finally on February 10th. It's been posted since November 11th of 2021. So we're talking that sat in my closet for over 2 years. It's Rancher by Wrangler. It's a retro plaid men's cowboy shirt. Like some man with, you know, that physique, putting that on, and with some tight jeans and some cowboy boots and a hat. I mean, my goodness, this shirt was just ready to be worn. Size extra large too, but I posted it, I think when I first had it posted, I thought it was such a hot item. I posted it like 30, no takers. I think I took it down 25, down to 20. Finally ended up selling. I think I just posted at 15. I had reposted this item probably 4 or 5 times. So it sold for the 15, this was an outright sale. Posh takes their 20, so that nets me 12. I got it at the bin, so I mean, my true net is probably 11. This I got at the regular Goodwill. I paid, I believe, $5.99 because it was a good brand, or I thought it was a good brand. She left me a glowing review. I actually had to repair a seam on the shoulder, which was really hard to sew, so I was kind of irritated. But I paid $5.99. She offered me $20. I accepted. That left me with a net of $16 from Posh, less the $6 I paid for it, so I just made $10 on that shirt. It's a good brand, but just in certain items. That shirt was not one of the things. This Duty and Burke, I purchased this years ago, back in 2020 on Poshmark. And I carried it every now and again, but I didn't carry it that often, so I finally decided to sell it. I think I don't even remember what I had paid for it, but it wasn't much. It was probably comparable to what I sold it for. I listed it, I think I had it listed at 40, maybe 45. I got an offer for 30. I accepted with Posh's 20% cut. That netted me 24, and it was something I bought years ago, so that was pretty easy. This I got last month, and I put this in a video. I got these in January on ThreadUp. They're Christian Dior silver metallic pointy toe ballet flat. Beautiful. And I was like, if I don't get what I want for them, I'm just going to keep them because they were my size and they looked great on. They were really chic. It was so cute. But a woman in Florida bought them. She was super nice. I posted them on the 24th of January, and they sold on February 11th for $90. So I offered her a shipping of $90 and $4.99 shipping. My net was $69. I think I had paid $30 for them. So that's about a $40 profit. So that wasn't bad. I'll take it. This was a Lucky brand. I had 2 silver flats in a row. Totally different buyers. But this is Lucky brand. I had reposted these once, and they've sold quickly after they were posted for forever. I reposted them for the same price, and they sold very fast. But I had originally posted them in November. I got them at the bins. They're just Lucky Alicia flats. I sold another brown pair a couple months ago, but I sold them 16 with a shipping discount, so my net was $9.82, so I earned about $7 on those. I did this in a video in November. It had a little hole in it because the way the Goodwill people put the price tag through it, but I got this at the regular Goodwill, I think for $2.99. It was a white cashmere scarf. A woman sent me an offer for $14. I accepted, which made my net $11.05, and I paid like $3 for it, so I made about $8 on that. Okay, these were posted forever. I thought these were really cute. I got them at the Savannah bins. I posted them in October, so they sat for almost half a year, I guess 5 months. But because they had sat so long, I thought they were really cute. They were size 7, but a woman offered me 15, which netted me 12. I accepted, so after my cost of goods, I earned $11. Then, oh my gosh, these were posted for years. I was so happy to see these go. Victoria's Secret, I can't sell it anymore. I just know, it's so hard. I did sell another Victoria's Secret piece, but when I see it, I want to pick it up, but it's so hard to sell. I guess it's oversaturated. But these were a pair of white eyelet pants. I thought they were super cute. I paid $4 for them. I posted them on March 1st, 2022. So they've literally been posted 2 years, essentially. I sold them on February 12th. I think I paid, like I said, $4 for them. She offered me $10. I happily accepted after Posh took their $2.95, which is their 20%. They actually take $2.95 of any sale under $15, and over $15 they take a flat 20%. So the lower the price point you sell under $15, the higher their cut is, because $3 is 20% to $15. I believe I'm talking off the cuff of my head here, but I've done the math on this before. But yeah, the lower you sell it for, the higher their cut of a lower sale, so whatever. But yeah, I netted $7.05, so I think I made $3 on those pants. I was so happy. I would have made $1 and let those go. I thought they were cute. They were white eyelet and like spring. Someone's gonna love them. This set was beautiful. It went to a town in Louisiana that had a name that sounded like it was made for a church set like this. It's beautiful lilac purple, vintage. I guess I would call it a church set, but it had ruffles at the bottom. It had a skirt and a blazer, and I had bought this some time ago. I got it, I think, at the Savannah Bins, as long ago as October, maybe November. And I just didn't get around to posting it until February, because sometimes when there's a two-piece set and I have to put part of it on the mannequin and part of it on a hanger, and you have to do 2 sets of measurements, I get lazy and I just hold off on posting those things. And I also knew it was a more springtime item, so I justified holding off on it for that reason. So I finally posted it on the 7th of February. It sold on the 13th. I think I had it posted at 45 or 40. No, I posted it for 40. I got a like on it, and I offered her $35 and $5.98 shipping, and she accepted. So I earned $25.98 less the probably $2 I spent on it. So I think that was a pretty decent sale. These were super clean. They took a while to sell, but someone bought them outright. They're a pair of Skechers Street LA Poppy Diamond. I can't see the rest of the name. So that's what they are, but they're basically a pair of slide-on shoes with rhinestones. And I had them listed at $30, and someone just came along and outright bought them, which was awesome. I had posted those in November of 2023. I got them at the bins. So my net from Poshmark was $24, so I probably made about $23 on those shoes. That was great. That was awesome. I'm definitely trying to net for sure $2,000 in March, not any of this $1,700. I made $2,200 in January net. So again, I have another job. I pretty much do this full time, but maybe you should say I do this 60% of the time. But it's a good portion of my income for sure. So I'm aiming a little bit higher next month. I'm going to be down at the bins a lot and try to get a lot more posted. I went kind of slow in February. Okay, this top, I sold it for $9 because I got it at the bin some time ago. It had a snag in it. It's been up since March of 2023. She liked it. I offered her $9 and $4.99 shipping, which netted me $3.07, which meant my true net was about $2, and I was all good with that. This Duluth Trading Company I got in Minnesota on my previous trip in August of 2023, and I thought it would have sold before now. I posted it August 17th, so I must have posted it right when I got home. And it didn't sell till February 13th. I got it at the bin, so I paid about $1. Sold it for $16 with a shipping discount, so my net was $9.82. So my true net on that item was about $8. This was a really cute shirt. I had it posted for some time. I can tell because it's on my older mannequin. Yeah, September 3rd of 2021, I posted this shirt. I thought it was a very sort of elevated basics, minimalist type shirt. It was size medium. I'm not really familiar with the brand. I've not since had a piece from this brand, but it's PPLA, which is something in Los Angeles. So when it got a like, it hadn't had any attention for a long time. Oh no, she just bought it. No, she just bought it. So I had it priced at $15. Just $15. She bought it, so Poshmark took their $3. And I made $12. So that was a bins item, so I made $11 after my cost of goods. This was a damaged, flawed item from the bins. A great brand, if you ever find it, UIN. I can't remember what that acronym stands for, but it was the Toledo. And it's a camel suede slide-on, but the shoe inserts were missing. So I posted them at 10. Oh, no, I had them posted, I think, at 15. Someone liked them. I offered 10 with discounted shipping, so I netted... No. Okay, I'm getting tired. I'm starting to do that thing where I make things up. Slow down, Cici. Slow your roll. Slow down. I did have them listed at 10. They sold at 10. Posh took their $2.95 cut, leaving me with a net of $7.05, so $6.05 was my true take-home on those after cost of goods. This was a beautiful bag I found at the bins. I had to clean it up when I got home. It looked like it had like maybe a cappuccino or something on the exterior, but beautiful. Just a red leather bag by Kaale Mancini, which she makes nice leather bags. I don't think it's a very well-known name, but from the comps that I saw, she does all right. But it was a beautiful red leather bag with a dream catcher on the front, which I thought was kind of a niche sort of thing that someone might be looking for. So I did put that in the description. It was posted for some time. I reposted it. I initially posted it November 29th of 2023. So I must have reposted it just in January when it hit the 2-month mark. And then it sold on the 13th. She bought it outright for $40. I think I had originally had it posted at $60. When I reposted it, I posted at $40. So she bought it outright. Posh took their $8, which left me a net of $32. So I made a little over $30 on that bag. This connected apparel address was something out of my, was this out of my personal closet? Yes, I bought this on Poshmark years ago when I was still mostly a buyer and I was working an office job. I bought this for work. I wore it. It's actually sadly a little bit small on me now because I just haven't ever gotten all this COVID weight up off of me. I'm working on it, right? Aren't we all? No, I have gotten some of it off, but I'm not going back to office and I don't wear this dress. So although I was very fond of the print, I decided to sell it. Connected Apparel is a brand, I think a house brand of Belk, if I remember right. And it's not, they have dresses that are cut. They're very figure flattering. So I had this listed at $15. Someone bought it outright. I made $12. It was my own personal dress. This I got back at the Minnesota Bins in December. It was a Michael Kors black sort of cocktail Michael Jackson-esque dress. It had like gold studding trim. It was really cute. It was missing one little piece of the studding down at the hem. But I pictured that, and Michael Kors, especially Michael Kors doesn't get a lot. So I had it listed at $20. Someone bought it outright, so I netted $16. So my true net was $15 on that piece. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's March 3rd. I'm in the process of editing this video. I think at the beginning of the video, I said it's an hour and 45 minutes worth of footage from what I sold in February. And in my video edit right now, I am just through about 39 minutes of that. And I am on February, excuse me, 14th, which is essentially halfway through the month. So I'm going to cut the video here and do a part 2 with the remainder of the February sales, because I just think if it gets any longer, it's too much for me to edit. It's certainly probably too much for y'all to watch. I think at some point in the video, I say how I'm going to do what sold this week if I ever do this again. And that's definitely true because I don't know if you've ever done YouTube videos. They're really, the editing is pretty intense unless you have someone to do it for you. For me, it's a lot of cutting and pasting, and it's just a lot. And I actually really enjoy it. But there's only so much I can do in one sitting. So I'm going to cut it off here. I'm going to end it. Please stay tuned. If you stuck around this long, I love you. I appreciate you. It means a lot. Please give me a big old thumbs up. And stay tuned for part 2, which I will work on tomorrow and get that out to you soon. And I also went to just really quick, hold on, let me show you something. I went down to the Savannah Bins today just because I had to go to the Walmart that was down by there. And I have a bag full of items. I haven't even, I don't know. I don't even remember what's in there. But maybe I'll do a bins haul. I don't know. I have to get that stuff. I just have to figure out how many items I got. I don't log them on a spreadsheet anymore. But I still need a head count. I need a head count of items. And I found 2 items for myself too. So that was kind of exciting. But yeah, stay posted for part 2. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.